Hey everyone, Mike Extra Cheese here. You are on the Extra Cheese channel. Today's episode is all about Adam the Woo. Yes, that Adam the Woo. And so, for the first time, and for the only time in this channel's history, I am inviting you to join me. Shall you? Now it is an exceptionally warm day today. It's about, well, it's close to 90 degrees. Really warm, nice warm breeze, but the humidity hasn't set in as of yet. So I thought today would be a really good day. Come out and take a walk and talk about Adam. Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo here. I mean, if you are tuning into this episode, you either saw was something about Adam the Woo, and you said, well, what the heck, let's click on it and see what's going on, because you already knew who he is. I don't want to say was yet, I'm just not ready to take that dive, but who he is. Or maybe it's just something drew you to it. Now, if you don't know who Adam is, or who Adam was, because Adam passed away suddenly, unfortunately, for us who really got to, well, let's just be honest, let's be an honest video. Those of us who got to know and love the guy, that he passed away, and what you need to do is go back after this video and start looking at some of his videos. So, I first discovered Adam, I think it was back in 2014 or so. I was watching YouTube, which I didn't do too much of back in those days, and I don't know how it happened, but on my feed, I came across a video that had to do with exploring the ruins of Six Flags Great America in New Orleans after the hurricane had happened. I thought, well, this looks interesting. So I get on there and I click on it, and Adam does this is also, I think it's important to tell you, and I have to fact check this myself. I guess it's not too important. He had two channels, the Daily Woo and the Adam the Woo channel, and I don't remember if this episode was on the Adam the Woo channel or the Daily Woo. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was on the Adam the Woo channel, because I don't think I discovered the Daily Woo until after I had gone through a number of his videos and then figured out, oh, he's got two channels, and that's when I started watching the Daily Woo, right around the time really he started to transition from doing most all of his videos on the Adam the Woo channel, and then he transitioned over to the Daily Woo channel and started that, well, at least 5-year run of where he never missed an upload. But that's where I caught most of his videos, and of course I would go back and research the plethora of videos that he had on the Adam the Woo station channel. But anyway, it was that station. I'm old. It was that, I'm going to raise these up. Eye contact. Eye contact. It was the Great America video that really kind of drew me in. He just had a charisma about him. He had a character about him. There's something very likable about him. And he, like his Adam the Woo station, I'm going to keep saying station, his Adam the Woo channel kept saying, I wonder if Adam the Woo had a TV guide thing. You know, tonight on Adam the Woo. He could have. That guy was good, let me tell you. But anyway, it drew me in, and he started looking at all these places that were unexplored, and I just found it very interesting. And he has this charisma about him. Adam was very charismatic, just a likable guy. Time went on, and I figured out, and I found out, that not only could you watch a YouTuber's videos, you could also comment on a YouTuber's videos. Well, let's try this. Let's see if this really works. So, little by little, I started putting my comments in response to what I was seeing on his videos. One day, I got on my channel. I didn't have a channel at the time like I do now, but I had a subscription. And I see up in this, the little bell, I think it was, something, notifications. There was a notification. Who's notifying me? the heck did I do? You know, it was Adam. It was Adam responding to something that I said. Now, I'm going to go off on many tangents making this video. Please forgive me if I'm talking and I lose a thought process, I go somewhere else. That's just the way my brain is. It's the way my mind works. It's hard for me sometimes to finish things, and some of you probably already know that from watching all the videos I've posted. I say all the videos. Here I go on the tangent right now. This is video number 70 of this year. And I just thought it was time enough, because it was in my heart for a long time, to talk about Adam, because, well, you'll see why. I think this video will make it evident as to why. Anyway, Adam had started writing back, and I didn't know you could write back. I had no clue. So I said, well, look, you're in for it now, buddy, because now that I know you're reading, now that I know you're reading my comments, well, I'm just going to have to keep commenting and commenting and commenting. Short time goes by. I'm going to slow down. It's warm out. Short time goes by. And I'm watching the videos, and I started noticing a pattern with his uploads. There was a certain time in the morning that his videos would upload. And so I figured, well, you know what I'm going to do? If he's uploading at this time, I would imagine he's probably around and reading comments. So I thought I was getting smart, and I guess I was, because I would start to leave my comments at certain times. Right after he would upload, I'd leave comments, because I figured that would be the best time for him to reply. True enough, it was the best time for Adam to reply. In fact, I finally was able to kind of get over the heartache of his loss, because it is grief, and that's another thing I want to talk about as we go on through this, because isn't it hard to believe that you can watch somebody and get to know them so much like that, and then find out that suddenly he's gone, and, you know, it's a shock, right? It's hard to talk about. As I was researching this video, I was going back through comments, because I found that you can look through comments you've made and replies. Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't bug that guy to death, because there was a stretch there 10 years ago in 2016. I was just looking at it before I came out here to make this video. I was talking to him every day, leaving comments. I said, boy, Adam's going to get awful sick of me. I hope I'm not overdoing it, you know. Couldn't have been further from the truth. As a lot of you know, Adam was just so good at responding to kind, caring, thoughtful, humorous comments to his video. He loved it. And I've gathered from his circle of goodness friends, I'm talking more about Jacob the Carpetbagger, Justin Scard from Random Land, that Adam almost had a bad habit of looking too much at comments and taking it to heart. Well, I get it, you know, that was just Adam. Adam had a big heart, and he cared about the content that he was putting up on his channel. That's why he looked all the time. He probably started from day one looking at comments, and he never stopped. So he took it to heart. And, you know, it is what it is. That's okay. Quite frankly, I think I'd probably turn out to be the same way. And that's just the way of it, you know. That's the way people are. You either are that way or you're not that way. But I gathered from what Justin was saying and from Jacob that, you know, he did it too much, and don't do that. You shouldn't do that, talking to YouTubers now. But it's tough to do. Easy to say, tough to do. Anyway, time would go by. I started making comments, Adam would answer. I started making comments, Adam would answer. It was hard looking through all this. I started this several months ago, and I knew I wanted to make a video about it, but I couldn't do it. It was just, it hurt. Of course, I would read through I forgot about most of them, and then it would bring me back to those times and what was being talked about. And it's just tough. It's tough to do that when you're still kind of in a grieving process. And so I said, you know, it's time to get through this. You never get over it. You get through it. You learn to accept it and then to go on. And I felt selfish about it. I said, I've never met this man. I've never met this man. How could I feel like this? How could I feel like I lost one of my best friends? I have never met Adam Williams, a.k.a. Adam the Woo. How could it be that I care so doggone much? His dad, Jim, JWW on the Move, really said it well in one of his videos, as we're human beings, and I'm just paraphrasing, we're human beings, and he understood directly and completely how much his fans meant to him, and that we are grieving, and there I go again, but I'm not going to edit it out because it's all true and it's all real. I'm not going to edit it out and start getting upset. But he was right. He was right. You get to know somebody, and when you're talking to them and they start responding to you, what I found out as time went by is we were kindred spirits, so to say. I don't know how else to put it. I knew there was something about Adam that drew me to him as a person. A lot of you know I've shared my own testimony on this channel. If you haven't seen it, please go look at my testimony. Please go look at my testimony. I didn't always used to be somebody that would walk around holding onto a camera making YouTube videos. In fact, I wasn't that way at all. It was something in someone else. But that's my testimony. This is about Adam. My point being is that I knew Adam had a good spirit about him, and that's what drew me to him. I could tell by the way he was presenting his videos, I could tell by the way he was talking, that his ministry was his YouTube channel. And I actually asked him about it one time, and I don't know that I got an answer, yes, no, this or that. It was more of a statement. Adam, your videos are your YouTube mystery. And Adam would usually come back with something like, thank you very much, or, Adam was a humble guy. My take on it, those of you that actually knew him, I don't know, I'm kind of getting a feeling that you would probably agree with that. Adam was just a humble guy. I could tell by the way he carried himself. I started to pray for Adam because I knew Adam was out there all the time in different parts of the United States at first. And I think that's where the connection started to come to. When you start praying for somebody, that is a very serious thing. God does not take that lightly. When you are praying for another human being, for their well-being, you're asking for hedges of protection over them and around them. That's a big deal. That does not go unnoticed, and that gets initiated. It's your faith, my faith, that initiated that hedge of protection over Adam. So when Adam got that passport and started going out of the country a couple years ago, my wife and I were both praying for him. There's some places that were just really shady places. And I was like, Adam, what are you doing there? Get out of there, buddy. I think he kind of caught on to that vibe, because sometimes he cut those videos kind of short. He'd stay there for a little bit and get out. I think one time he was ripped off. He had his wallet stolen from him. Pickpocket attempt. Of course, man, you stand out like a sore thumb. And let's face it, all of us viewers knew it, that we're watching Adam for a long time. And also, you should know, this wasn't just me watching Adam. My wife, I brought Adam home right away. Adam came home right away. He became part of my household in 2014, and we watched him all the time. All the time. We just so enjoyed it. I mean, how can you not enjoy watching a guy who's out in the middle of a park in the LA area, nobody around, he gets this big idea, this great big idea, that he's going to take his bicycle, put it on top of a slide, and he puts this at the end of the video, to the top of a slide, and goes down it on his bike. Now, those are things that I probably would think about. Yeah, I wonder what it would be like. Well, Adam decided he was going to do it. You've got to go and watch that if you have not seen it. I watched it. I laugh hysterically every time I see that. But that was Adam, always pushing the limits. Let me just say, he came out okay. He did pay for it in flesh. And he was hurting. He was sore. But man, I'm laughing about it just thinking about it. But those are the good memories that we draw upon when we lost somebody. Now, maybe some of you didn't know who he was. Let me just say, here we go on another tangent again, that we lost Adam back in December of 25. I got up that morning, scrolling through my Facebook feeds. Justin Scard comes up. I'm like, what's Justin up so early for? What's up with this? And he says, yes, it's true. Basically, I'm paraphrasing again. It's true, we did lose Adam, yada, blah, blah, blah. Now, you gotta be kidding me. But I knew if Justin had said it, it was true. If Justin had said this, it was true. So I started investigating, and it was true. Adam passed away in his sleep. What a way to go. I know. You know what? If Adam had been suffering, long-term suffering with something, you figure out whatever, we would have been suffering along with him. It would have been brutal to have to go through that with him, or for any loved one. The fact is, I think God showed mercy. I really do. I think God showed mercy not only on Adam, but also on the fans, us people that watched him. Because in all the horrible ways he could have gone, thank God he didn't go. in one of those countries. His dad always said that. You know, that would have been a logistic nightmare. But he took him in his sleep peacefully. Think about it. We all know Adam was a believer. Okay, that's one of my tangents that I went off on. But it was Jesus that brought us together. I'm sure of it. And so Adam woke up seeing the face of God. He went to bed one day. He never woke up. He had a good day. Left us a video with the Grinch. And he woke up. The next face he saw was that of his creator, Jesus. Wow. You know, we should all go. We should all go so well. Unfortunately, most of us probably aren't. I don't know how we're going to go. I'm not going to go there. At some point, we all know we're going to. So, back to Adam and how things kind of transpired. When you talk to somebody for years and years and years, let's call it 10 years. It was 12. When you are going back and forth, trading comments, and you get to know them. They get to know you. I am sure that Adam, through time, got to know his watchers. In fact, I know he did. I know he did. I was one of the lucky people. Another tangent. Another tangent I'm going to go on. But remember when another thing Adam did. He decided, he got this great idea one time that he was going to send out 3 Adam the Woo stickers. Free. Send your self-addressed stamped envelope. Here's the P.O. box. There in Celebration. I got a whole lot of several stacks of them. Send it in. I'm going to send you 3 free stickers. I don't know how this is going to go, and I'm thinking, Adam, you don't know how this is going to go, dude. You're going to be overwhelmed. He was serious, though. Adam was a humble guy. He didn't think he was going to get that much interest in it. Well, he got interest in it. In fact, he got so much interest in it that they told him, stop, no more. We're overwhelmed by it. Tell the people to stop because we cannot accommodate this no more. This is just a little post office box. And he's coming home with a wagon with bags of requests. Now, my point is, I was one of the fortunate ones to get stickers back from him within the first week. So my assumption is that he was the one that sent them. At least that's what I like to think. If not, I'm sure he had his family members do it. But regardless, those are treasured for my wife and I. They were when we got them, and they are today. It was nice to have a memento like that. Really nice. Anyway, here I go on these tangents. That's just the way my mind works. I was just watching the video with Adam, and that's the same thing he would say. I'm sorry, that's just the way my mind works. This is going to be a long video for me. I'm putting it all up. I'm not going to edit it. I have a lot to say about this because I have to get it off of my heart. One day, in no particular order, I'm saying these things. Back in January, and I don't want to talk too much about this because I have another video coming up as to why I started this channel. And I'm just going to leave it at this. I could have started this station at any time. I've been a subscriber to YouTube since 2012. You can go ahead and check that. You can fact check that. You can go to my channel and check it. And when I became a member. At any time, I could have jumped on board and said, I'm going to do the same thing. That's not how it worked. I didn't feel like I had to do that. I didn't want to do that. Truthfully, I wasn't even thinking about it. But something happened to me back in January. All that happened. I wasn't thinking too much about it, but I was thinking every day about it. But one day I just kind of woke up and I felt God put in my heart, Mike, start a YouTube channel. Had no idea where that came from, but it made sense to me. I said, whoa, what the heck? Or as Adam used to always say, heck it, let's do it. Just wanted to stop, just kind of give you an idea of what the Midwest looks like here in upper northern Illinois. And man, when it's on, it's on. This is just a picture-perfect summer day. Picture perfect. Just looks nice. Not a whole lot of wind, but just enough of a breeze to where we call it that summer breeze. Remember that song? Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. You don't know that song? Go look it up. It's a great song. Anyway, we're talking about Adam the Woo. So I woke up in January, just woke up one day, had it right here in my heart, and I'm going to start a YouTube channel. No idea why. Could have started it at any time. Yeah, it was about a month after Adam had passed away, and I started it. And I'm glad I did, because what it's been for me is a new outlet. I'm a musician. I've been playing my guitar for 50 years. I was 6 years old when I started. And this is a new creative outlet for me. Something I really enjoy. It's something I'm growing in. And it's something that, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I guess in a way, it makes me feel connected to other YouTube creators as well. So, having said all that, I'm going to talk to you, going back to Adam now. That's what this episode's all about. You may have seen a few little references in past videos, but I didn't really want to jump on that bandwagon yet. And I don't want it to become a bandwagon. I'm trying to tell you this not just from a fan's point of view, but from somebody who actually, really cared about the guy. And like I was saying, my wife and I were prayer warriors for Adam. We would pray for him when he would go out on his expeditions. And Adam was really good always at telling you about where he was going and this and that. I actually told Adam this one time. Sometimes you don't have to put in the comments anything about the video. The video is what the video is. The creator knows what the video is. You don't always have to have things about the video. You can put other things in too, because you realize this is how you're communicating with the creator of the videos. Not you, Father. Not God, the creator, but the creator of the videos. So I would start to put in other comments in these videos. And Adam was always good at responding to things, You had to get them at the right time. Like I said, I think Adam was more of a fellow that looked at his videos within the first 20-30 minutes that he uploaded them, that they were on. He was a busy guy on the road all the time, driving, doing this and that. But when he would answer, sometimes he'd write a little bit more, sometimes he'd just put little snippets. Man, I missed that. I missed them days. My last communication with him, I think it was back in September of 25, something like that. It was last year. And I just wanted to reiterate to him that my wife and I were praying for him. We loved his videos. Take care of yourself. Watch out for yourself. Something like that. And after a while, too, you start to see where you're having that heart connection with someone else, too, because of how they're wording their words. And you know how you know that, too, is with periods and exclamation points and things like that. And, I just knew by his response that it got through and he really appreciated it. And that means the world to people. When it all comes down to it, you see us on YouTube, you're sitting in your living room, your laptop, your pad thing, iPad, Apple Pad, your phone, and it's like it's surreal or something. No, you know what? It's Sunday, it's hot, I'm literally walking here, I'll stop, on a path, in the middle of a park. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm making this video. And I'm going to go home, I'm going to upload it and see what happens. We're people. Just like you watching. We're people. That's it. We show you what we show you, hoping, like Adam would always say, and I agree, that it's bringing some goodness into your world. Bringing some joy, some happiness, something into your life. And that's the whole point of it. And I'm going back into a video I'm going to be doing in the future, I also enjoy it because it's something for my kids, my grandkids, people that know me. It's a legacy. It's something left behind. Adam used to always say it's for posterity. He was right. We're looking back at his videos now, going through things with him. It's something that's permanent. It's going to be up there as long as YouTube's up there. So, anyway, this has been something I just needed to get off my heart, my chest. He's missed, and he will be missed. And when you miss someone, you miss someone. And I have family members that have been gone for decades. I still miss them. And that's the way it should be. I think as we get down to it, Adam kind of became a family member, not just to me, but to many of you watching this video. And when you lose a family member, it hurts. But rest assured, I know a lot of you are believers. I know some of you are not. You can go see his dad, JWW on the Move, and he's very, very, very good at talking on his as his ministry is bringing people to Jesus. You want to see Adam again? You need to know Jesus. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Adam knew Jesus, and that's where Adam's at right now. You want to see Adam Newell again? You need to know Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. It's very simple. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. It takes your heart and all of it. You're just basically confessing to him that he died for you on a cross. He died for the sins of all mankind. you confess that with your mouth, like the Bible says, and also believe that he was risen from the dead, you will be saved. And you will be, your life's going to be transformed. It's going to be changed. And you're going to be with Adam in heavenly places, because that's where he's at right now. He is in heavenly places. Heaven is a real place. Look at it like this. You ever watched that show, Stranger Things? Well, Earth is the upside down. Earth is the upside down to what heaven really is. That's what Earth is. Earth is broken. It's got its beauty. It's always going to have its beauty, and we're going to enjoy it. But Earth is broken. When you get to heaven, you're going to see what Earth was supposed to be like before sin came into it. If you ask Jesus to come into your life, bring him into your heart, ask him to forgive you your sins, say, Father, I believe in you. I have sinned. I don't want to live that life anymore. Fill my heart. Come into my life. I believe you died for me, Jesus, and that you were risen on the third day from the grave. You're going to see Adam. You're going to see all the people that believe in that too, such as yours truly, Mike Extra Cheeze again. I did that video several months back with the testimony. Please go back and watch it. Okay, now, so in ending this video, I'm going to end this video a little bit different than how I normally end my videos. I am going to end this video with sharing with you some snippets of conversations that Adam and I had. Basically what I did was I took my camera into my computer room, brought it up on the computer, and I'm just going to go through a few of those with you. And I'm not going to end this video. Adam's going to end this video. Randomly I selected an outro from one of his videos, and I recorded it. So Adam's going to take us out, and God led me to this video, I'm telling you, because this is Adam. This is Adam being humble. This is Adam in all of his humility. And this is the Adam the Woo that I and you knew and still know today. So, thank you so much for watching this. I had to get this out, had to get this off my heart. Wanted to share it with you. Hope I did an adequate job, because none of this is scripted. I'm just sharing from my heart. I feel that this is probably going to be a 30-minute or more video, unedited. I hope I got it all recorded like I wanted to, because I can't go back on the trail and tell you and go back to the parts that I may have missed. So I think I've said enough. For the only time, there may be references with Adam throughout future videos, but now you know the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So I don't have to, if I drop a little Adamism, you understand why. It comes natural. You can't watch a guy for 12 years and not pick up on some of his Wooisms, so to speak. I don't know what else to call it. I try to steer away from that because I don't want this to be a parody of somebody else. That was his work, that was his effort, those are his videos, those are not my videos. I do many different things on this channel. One thing I do is I'm a collector. I do lots of collectible episodes. Another thing, my wife and I love going out to eat, so when we do that, I bring the camera with me and I record those things that we're eating, hoping that that might be something that interests you. And then I do what I'm doing right now. We like to go to places. I do introspective videos like this one here, where I share personal things with you. And also kind of videos I do is where we go out somewhere, explore new places, and just have a lot of fun hanging out, exploring those places together. You know, here's the thing about YouTube too. I am certain that there's nothing original on YouTube. In fact, back in the Bible, in the Old Testament, Solomon says, nothing is unique in the world. Everyone's done it before. There's nothing new. Think about that. What a bold proclamation. So in other words, I'm making these videos. Someone's done it. Someone's done it already. I'm going to go to places. Guarantee you a YouTuber's been there. I'm not going to be able to go out there and find a place that a YouTuber has not found. That's just not possible. But what I am going to be able to do is give you my perspective on it and say there's a whole city to explore. Well, they haven't been to every nook and cranny. They don't know everything about that place. That's why we go back 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We enjoy it. We enjoy doing that. So anyway, without further ado, because I've talked long enough, thank you for hanging with me. And now, some conversation snippets I had with Adam. I'm not showing you all of them. I couldn't find all of them. I know where they're all at. I didn't want to go through all of them today. It was just going to be more of an emotional roller coaster to do that. A lot of stuff I forgot. But some of this stuff, if you've been watching Adam a long time, you're going to remember right away. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, Adam. Sir, you have the floor. One of the things I clearly remember was Adam always sharing about Commando Arnold, who was his little Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando gear that he used to insert into his videos. And here's one of the responses talking about Commando Arnold was behind your coffee maker, Woo, watch out. And he came back with, he's a sneaky dude. This went on for quite a few episodes of this back and forth banter, which I really enjoyed. I forgot all about this until I looked back into some of these responses. This particular response is also from the Daily Woo, when Adam did Halloween filming locations. And he responds to this one, 14 hours one day and 6 another. But who's counting? Wait, me, haha. Thanks for watching, Mike. This was an excellent one to look at. In fact, I'll just scroll up so you can see. If you can get to this one, the Daily Woo, Halloween filming locations, yeah, you've got to watch this one. This is a must-see for any Halloween movie fan. And this just is one of the more standard replies. As I said, as Adam would respond to his viewers, usually within the first 20 to 30 minutes of posting a video. And this was just giving him a compliment on an epic vlog. And he was always responsive. And another one, just asking about how Wubraham Lincoln, Wubraham, if you remember that, and Arnold were doing, as this is when he got the new RV. And he says they're doing well. He always carried those guys along with him. If you look in some of his videos, you can see that Commando Arnold and Wubraham Lincoln are strategically placed. Here's one from a video entitled Crash Testing the Star Trek Enterprise, where he was flying around. Well, let me just show you. Just crash testing the Daily Woo 1791, crash testing the Star Trek Enterprise. Well, you have to watch it to see how it went. And mine was, you get what you pay for, right? As a kid, I would have loved this thing, though. I think it would do better indoors, no wind, etc. And you start getting into some of the more, I'll just say, personal replies, because you're responding personally to your question and giving you a little inside information. My friend Kinsey got it at a heck of a good discount price. And that's kind of good if you're going to be flying it around to see if it's going to fly or crash. But that was Adam. Adam was a personable guy. This one's from the Daily Woo 1861. Step 1 is almost complete. You have to watch this video. I'm not going to give you too much insight on it, but mine was thinking of in the context of Dos Equis. Adam the Woo, he once moved to Hollywood just because he was pushed over the edge, quite possibly the world's most interesting man. He came back with, I'm impulsive, what can I say? Yep, we knew that. And this one from more recent times of when he was in Ecuador, February of 2025, just letting him know how much he's appreciated and how long we've been watching, which he already knew, and giving him some spiritual support. As I've mentioned in the video, I was certainly one of those prayer warriors for him, especially when he started to go out of the country. And this one was from, looks like I'm going to say 2024, 2 years ago, so 2024, and just a little bit of the chatter that we would have back and forth with one another when certain anniversaries would come up. This one talking about having been watching him for 10 years now, and Adam was always appreciative of all of his viewers. He made that public as well as giving you his thoughts on comments.
I just wanted to share that with you. I'm not really sure why I needed to say that. I'm not even sure if what I said made any sense, but please know that I'm honored and I'm humbled and I'm excited that you guys are with me. And I appreciate the support so much, whether support through comments, through getting t-shirts, through the Patreon. All that helps immensely. I mean, incredibly, that helps so much. And I just got to say thank you. This journey that we have embarked on together. I know I am the one doing it, but you vicariously are lending your eyes to watching the vlogs, and you're lending your kind words by leaving comments and emails and meeting people out and about and saying, you're doing the right thing, you're doing the right thing. All that means so much to me. So, time to say goodnight. See you guys tomorrow. Vlog.